CDC is currently reviewing whether to change the guideline of 6 feet of space between students in classrooms to 3 feet.
News4JAX consumer investigator Verno is joining us now. Lauren.
So we all know 6 feet to 3 feet, that is a huge difference. You can see right there. However, new evidence reveals how far apart you are may not make as big of a difference in the classroom as first thought. Let's go back to April of last year. You may remember this video released by Florida Atlantic University, which showed how far a sneeze or a cough could travel. Around the same time, the CDC recommended people stay 6 feet apart anywhere indoors, including classrooms. But that was almost a year ago. By now, we all know that the CDC's guidance for kids and students and staff in schools is 6 feet. We measured it out. This is 6 feet apart. So this new proposal for the CDC to look at is moving it to 3 feet apart. So this is what 3 feet looks like. Very different than what we're used to right now. But the study found that if everybody within the classroom is wearing a mask, then they are seeing the same amount of cases than those of 6 feet. And that is what the CDC is looking at.
The question actually prompted more studies to be done, so we know more are forthcoming. We're taking all of those data carefully and revisiting our guidances in that context.
The study published in the journal Clinical Infectious Diseases found that with universal mask wearing, there was no detectable difference of COVID-19 transmission. Researchers looked at schools in Massachusetts, which had used the 3 feet guideline since the start of the school year. However, that specific study did not look at whether new cases were transmitted in or out of school. And it did not test for asymptomatic spread. Still, while CDC Director Walensky didn't give a timeline on when or even if new guidance would be put out, Dr. Anthony Fauci did.
It won't be very long, I promise you.
So, and if the guidance is released, the CDC wouldn't be the first to do so. Actually, the World Health Organization already recommends that 3 feet. Kent?
So, Lauren, one of the questions, if the CDC makes this recommendation, then what does it mean in our local schools?
Yeah, so that's the biggest question. So the ultimate decision, it comes down to the states. Just like the CDC recommends everyone wear a mask, only the state can create a mandate. However, even this past school year, locally, most school districts did follow those CDC recommendations. So if the guidelines change, we probably should expect that the school districts would follow along. But at this point, it is way too early to start guessing what's going to happen next school year.
All right. Thank you, Lauren.